Hello and welcome to Tarot by Izzy. Today is March 5th, 2023. I have nothing to say to you. The newspaper Mail Online reports that Mallory Beach's father, Philip Beach, had refused to shake the hand of John Marvin Murdaugh, brother of Alex Murdaugh. Hello and welcome to Tarot by Izzy. Thank you to my returning viewers and subscribers, and thank you to the new viewers for stopping by my channel today. Wherever you are, I hope you are all well. Please be mindful that this reading is for entertainment purposes only, and I'm reading the current energies, and it's my opinions and speculations. So yesterday, I spoke of the devastation a parent can feel at the loss of their child, and how Sandy Smith, mother of Stephen Smith, who was just 19 when he passed away, is harnessing her grief and seeking justice for her son. So turning to Philip Beach, he is the father of the late Mallory Beach, a beautiful young woman whose life was cut short as a result of a boating incident. It was alleged that Paul Murdaugh was responsible. Paul was indicted on 3 counts of boating under the influence in April 2019. However, Paul, along with his mother Maggie, died in June 2021, and his father Alex Murdaugh was later convicted of the double homicide in March 2023. It's been reported that the Mallory family have reached a tentative financial settlement with the Murdaugh family. However, I do imagine that no matter the amount, they would rather have their precious daughter with them. So quickly recap, it was believed that Paul Murdaugh was driving the boat in which Mallory and her friends were in. The boat crashed in Archers Creek near Paris Island. 5 survived being thrown in the water, and Mallory's body was found some time later. According to reports in 17.com, John Marvin Murdaugh is the youngest of 4 siblings, and he may have helped move the boat from the water after the incident where Mallory lost her life. I can only imagine what was going through Philip Beach's mind at the time when he refused to shake the hand of John Marvin Murdaugh, the very hand who may have moved the boat. So I'm going to do a hexagram reading today and look at the alleged connection with John Marvin Murdaugh and the late Mallory Beach and the boating incident. I'm going to try and find out what the influences were at the time of the wanting to shake Philip's hand. How was Philip feeling? What was John Marvin's motives? Can we have an indication that John Marvin was involved in an attempted cover-up of the boat crash? Can we get clarification if John Marvin Murdaugh moved anything or removed anything? And what is the outcome? How's John Marvin Murdaugh's future looking? We're going to ask if the cards, if they can reveal anything, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so it's quite a sensitive subject today. These cards have been shuffled thoroughly, but I'll shuffle them again. I have said my prayers for everyone involved and for my viewers, and ask that we all have healing energies, love and light, and we be protected from war energies. So it's a 7 it'll be a hexagram. Get my teeth back in. And for some of my returning viewers who may have difficulty understanding not just the Scottish accent, I do have a slight facial paralysis, and that can affect my speech, so please bear with me. Okay, so let's have a look. let's see where we're going to go from here, okay? So we're just looking at the current situation just now. What can we find out? What's going to be revealed? And if you hear a lot of scurrying in the background, that is Misty, my 16-year-old adopted cat. One day I shall try and capture her on video and pop it online. So the first question we're going to look at, and again a reminder, this is for entertainment purposes only. What was the influences in the court, outside the court, at round about the time where this attempt was made to shake by John Marvin Murdaugh to shake the hand of Mallory Beach's father, Philip. And here we have judgment. So judgment had been passed. And the feeling, I would say, overall, not necessarily by everyone, was a feeling that judgment had been seen to be done. It's rightness, it's, justice was done at the time. So that was the overall feeling. So if we move on, that was the day that Alex Murdaugh was sentenced. So can the card show us why did my apologies, I'm mixing up my own notes. We're looking at how was Philip feeling on the day, Philip Beach, on the day of Alex Murdaugh's sentencing. Can the cards let us know, please? This is Philip Beach. How was he feeling on the day? And here we have the King of Pentacles. Now, in my private reading, the King of Pentacles has come out twice before, but I just wanted to double check because the cards were leaping, and I mean leaping out. So, the King of Pentacles is someone who has, looking at, the face is rather dark, but someone who's courageous. I'm just trying to think what else I can say with this card. I think, in my opinion, Philip Beach viewed this Alex Murdaugh as part of a dynasty, the financial. We have the castle in the background here. My apologies for the ring light. But at the same time, there is a devil's head to the side of this, which suggests it cloaked a certain darkness. So, my opinion, this is how Philip Beach himself was feeling on the day. And this is what he viewed had happened. It's someone who portrayed a life of plentiful, bountifulness, money, was also hiding a darker side. So if we move on to card number 2, card number 2 is, can the cards reveal why did John Marvin Murdaugh, what possessed him to move forward to shake the hand of Philip Beach, Mallory's father? What was there? And it's the 8 of Swords. Now the 8 of Wands, silly me. It is the 8 of Wands that we have here. And usually in the upright, it's fast, swift moving energies and communications. And it could be that the media, and it can be a media card as well, is that the agenda of John Marvin is to put an end to the speculation in the media, to show the media that there's nothing here to see, just to move on, and that there was maybe a pang of conscience. It can also indicate a quarrel card as well. So maybe he was hoping that an end would be put to the quarrels. So I think the agenda is to put a stop to the media speculation, anyone's speculation, by halting any future chitter chatter. Now, the viewers can hear you, Misty. Okay, if we move on to card number, let's see, card number 4, we're going to ask if we can get clarification if John Marvin did move the boat. Did he move the boat? Any indications? Can it show us, please? And here we have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. And I would say that there was an attempt to move the boat, because the 10 of Cups in the upright can be the happy family card. And with this crash, it can mean that that was putting an end to the happy family, the parents and the children. This is at the time of Mallory Beach's death. And yeah, I would say that the image of the Murdaugh family had suddenly reversed from what they tried to portray into the reverse, and this was going to be a threat to the image that was being put out by the Murdaugh family at that surface. And I would suggest that it's an indication too that violence could have taken place and wanting to cover that up, and it was a violent incident. Someone lost their life because the boat violently hit the pillar. What else can we say? Yeah, I would say that's it. I don't want to, just in case, I'm trying to be sensitive to the families as well, because I don't want to cause any offence to them either. So I would say yes, and that was the agenda behind it. Card number 5. Can we ask the cards, did John Marvin Murdaugh remove any evidence? Allegedly. Did he move any evidence? Let's see. And we have the Hanged Man. So, the Hanged Man is another major arcana here. And it is in the upright. And the Hanged Man is trials, circumspection, discernment, sacrifice. And I would say that he sacrificed himself. He thought about the situation and he tried to remedy the situation in favour of his family. So let's go back, let's try the pendulum to see if the pendulum can tell us anything as well. So we asked, did John Marvin Murdaugh, I don't know if I'll move it up here, did he move the boat? Did John Marvin Murdaugh, in Mallory Beach's death, did he move the boat? I'm trying to be steady as I possibly can. Please, can you let us know clearly, did John Marvin Murdaugh move the boat that Mallory Beach died? Yeah, okay, thank you for that. Can I also ask, did John Marvin Murdaugh move any evidence? Did he move any evidence from the boat? Did John Marvin Murdaugh remove any evidence? And just saying maybe, just getting a maybe, he may have removed some evidence, yeah? Okay, it doesn't want to be any clearer than that. Thank you. So according to the cards, he may have, or the pendulum. So if we move on to card number, which card are we on now? Can we show if Philip Beach himself believes that the Murdaugh family were involved in a cover-up of the boating incident. Yep, and there we have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is usually getting out of stormy waters. So we can see the woman and child and the man moving there. So we're asking, did Philip Beach himself believe that the Murdaugh family were involved in attempting to disrupt the evidence of the incident? And yes, I would say that is the fact. What else can we add to that? It says in the guidance here, is a divinatory meaning a journey by water route, envoy, commissionary, expedient. Yeah, I'd say very much so that they wanted to get the family out of stormy waters. Can I ask the final card, please, if we can have an indication of future influences for John Marvin Murdaugh, for himself? And here we have the Devil card. Okay, so another major arcana, we have asked for the influences in the future for John Marvin Murdaugh, and the Devil is being chained. It can be force, it's connected to addictions, it can be the influences of being connected to the Murdaugh family. It's being chained by, it can be blackmail, it can be financial, it can be drugs, it can be sex, it can be all the things that has a lower nature. And I'm going to cleanse these cards again now that the Devil has appeared, because we don't want the Devil influencing our cards. In fact, I'll give it a little cleanse just now, if you just bear with me. Dear God, Archangel Michael, the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, please cleanse all lower energies, dispel all lower energies from this reading. In the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen. So next we're going to do, so I would say the future is not looking too good for John Marvin Murdaugh himself. I think he's going to be very much held in, he's in chains. They're in chains, these individuals, to the Devil or to these lower energies. So let's do an angel card for Philip Beach. Okay. And as I say, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. So can we have an angel card for Philip Beach and his family? Can we have a card, please? It's not working out quite as much. Can we have a card, please? Give us one card, a message. We'll have two there. Something that Philip has to reconsider, and whatever he's reconsidering or whatever is on his mind, the answer is yes. And can we have, I hope that brings some comfort to the family, can we have a lesson plan for John Marvin Murdaugh, and we're going to ask what is his soul lesson journey. Okay, what is his soul lesson journey for John Marvin Murdaugh? And you have this one. He has to be patient. Accept that everything happens in divine order. So accept whatever is set out in the future, because it's going to happen for a reason, and it will be in the divine order. So, sorry for me fumbling about. You can hear me doing that next to the little microphone I have on. Let's have a Talking to Heaven card. As I say, I hope you've enjoyed this reading, and if you have, please like, subscribe and share. From what I can see is the future's not going to be too rosy for John Marvin Murdaugh. I think he is going to be connected, or he is chained to something. Let's see, and this is a card for the viewers and for us overall. I am not dead. And that is a beautiful card. So I'm just going to read from the little guidebook, the interpretation of I am not dead, because they can be really inspirational, some of these quotes. Only my physical body is gone, and I now know that our bodies are just a small part of who we really are. I am aware that you miss my voice and physical presence, but my soul and spirit are very much alive. The times when you felt my energy, I really was there next to you as I am now. We each have a unique energy, fingerprint, and you recognise mine when I am with you. Trust that feeling. I am actually more alive now than ever before. Gone are all the distractions and stresses that I allowed to rob me of my enjoyment of life. Now I see how trivial everything was, and that all that ever mattered were the important priorities of love, family, friendship, caring and helping. But I have also discovered how to turn my regrets into learning and growing. I ask you do the same. I now see that I never had anything to fear. There is no death, and nothing bad can ever happen to anyone in spiritual truth. Of course, it is important to be smart and careful and always follow your guidance, but please don't forsake joy because of fears, because there's truly nothing to fear. That's beautiful. So again, I hope you've enjoyed this reading today, and wherever you are, please, I hope you're well and safe. And I like to send my peace, love and light to everyone involved. And if you have enjoyed this reading today, and I'm sorry if some of these messages might have triggered anyone, we'll try following it up, but please accept my peace, love and light to you all, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Take care. Bye.